Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is your certified life and relationship coach, Coach Court. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about love addiction and what it feels like to the anxious preoccupied. Thank you for sticking around. If this is your first time viewing me, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel by clicking that subscribe button and ringing that little bell so you're notified for the newest content. Before I get into the content, if you want my help personally, reach out to me on my website, www.fruitfulseeds.com, and leave me an email no longer than 2 to 3 paragraphs long, no longer than 500 words, as it makes it really difficult to reply to really long emails. Also, if you want to schedule a session with me, go ahead and go to my website and click that products tab. Go ahead and schedule an appointment and we can get you in. What it feels like to be a love addict. As a recovering love addict, I know exactly what it feels like. I know the common mistakes that my type, my style makes, and I want to go ahead and give everybody a little bit of insight on what it feels like. It's important to remember that attachment doesn't happen easily. It isn't something that happens often. It is something that happens every once in a while. You may go a whole decade and only find 1 to 2 people that you really attach to, that person that really triggers and activates your unhealthy attachment style. You can go through 50 first dates, like the movie with Adam Sandler. You can go through 50 first dates and never attach to that one person. But when you do, it becomes very unhealthy and it becomes toxic. When that person starts to slip away from you and you start to feel their feelings and emotions become cold and distant and what they call emotionally unavailable, we lose our center. We become really unhealthy. We may do things that look like addict behavior. A love addict, in my opinion, should be classified as somebody who is a true addict. You get that euphoric feeling, the release of endorphins and oxytocins in your brain, and it gives you that pleasure that you feel from chemical dependency. So it's known that once you're an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic. You just can't take that first drink. Love addicts is no different. Our object of desire is the person that we decided to attach to and love on. To the person that's not a love addict, they can't understand why we operate the way we do. They'll probably give us suggestions like, you just need to stop contacting them, you need to forget about them, you need to move on, and these are all things that your friends are telling you. Sure, that sounds all fine and dandy to a person who's a secure attacher or a dismissive avoidant. It's not that simple for a love addict. They'll tell you to sign up on dating profiles, maybe go on Tinder or Bumble or whatever they decide to recommend to you, and it just won't have the same effect. It's almost like a person who struggles with cocaine or heroin to go back to start doing just marijuana. It's not going to be the same release. It's not going to feel as euphoric as it was to love that person that you were in a relationship with. And the way that we relapse as love addicts is by texting that person more than you want to, by checking their Instagram or their Snapchat, or really obsessing over that person. That is what relapse looked like to us. After we do it, we feel ashamed and very embarrassed that we weren't able to control those urges and stop obsessing over this person that we're addicted to. This is why it's very important for an anxious, preoccupied person to practice these steps to become more secure very quickly. And what I'm going to say is going to sound really impossible to a person that's anxious right now. You need to learn to become more avoidant. The more you can become more avoidant and practice their tendencies, which is becoming independent, valuing your freedom, realizing that when a relationship is done, it's done. If you can do that, if you can practice that by finding your identity again, doing things that you love to do before you were in the relationship, reconnecting with those friends that you cut off from being in this addiction that you were in, that's when you'll be able to take steps in the right direction to becoming more secure and to making your brain heal itself from that release of endorphins and oxytocin that was once your driving force in your life. Another thing it's important for you to do is to not beat yourself up over the mistakes that you made in a relationship. As an anxious preoccupied, we rehash things in our brain thinking about what we could have did differently, how we could have acted different. And You have to understand that we make mistakes and you don't know what you don't know. It's just an opportunity for you to fill in your knowledge gap and become a better person. Because if you don't get this person back, I can guarantee you, you're going to find somebody better in the future, because you're going to be a healthier person mentally, and your value is going to increase just from learning the things that I'm teaching you guys and being able to understand where you went wrong in a relationship. Because a lot of people move on from relationships and they don't try to figure out what went wrong and improve that in the future. So they ended up taking those same traumas and those same issues into the next relationship. In conclusion, though, it feels really bad being a love addict because we feel like we have no control, and the thing that we love the most is leaving our life. You know, we can't just go out to the liquor store and pick up another bottle of wine because it doesn't feel the same. They can literally control that, but you can't control people. Strive to find that euphoric feeling from within, which is purpose and self-reliance. So if you found this video of any value, please like, comment, and share. Follow me on my other social media accounts. Twitter is CoachCourt2, Instagram is Iamcoachcourt, and Facebook is Iamcoachcourt. Thank you guys, and I will talk to you soon.